Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, September 19th.
And I guarantee in the future, when people look at that bridge, and they'll say, weren't we lucky to get that bridge done when we did? It would cost 2 or 3 times more if we tried to do it later.
It's a historic day in Flagler County as the grand opening ceremony of the State Road 100 pedestrian bridge will be held at 3:30 this afternoon, and the public is invited. Flagler County Commissioner Dave Sullivan talks about the bridge and its origins.
FDOT started this project in 2009. But remember, the first issue where people were being killed on bicycles on 100. So security and safety was always the first reason you do things. Now, as we've evolved, the bridge is part of our trail system, connecting really what will be the southern part of the county to the northern part of the county. One side of the bridge is county land, the other side is Palm Coast. So it's a good example of connecting the whole county for ecotourism. And the bridge itself is crucial to that future.
Early on, drivers expressed concerns of an almost blinding effect of reflections off the bridge during sunrise and sunset. Commissioner Sullivan says that issue has been addressed.
Remember, the design was done to look like an A-frame to tie it into the pier. Now, when you do that kind of construction and design, it's difficult then to make sure people can't throw things off the bridge, and so they had to add that shielding on the top, which turned out to reflect light because of the angle, but that's been fixed. And when you actually get up onto the new bridge and see where it leads, it really is going to be a great thing.
He credits much of the project's success to county engineer Faith Al-Khatib. The cost of the more than $12 million project is largely paid for by federal and state grant funding. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A jury finds a man guilty in the 2021 shooting death of a Palm Coast woman. 34-year-old Brendan Hill faces 25 years in prison for the murder of Savannah Lorin Gonzalez. Sheriff Rick Staley says the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Major Case Unit worked closely with 7th Circuit State Attorney R.J. Larizza's office to secure the conviction.
I commend our Major Case Unit for obtaining a conviction on a guy that tried to hide the shooting of his girlfriend by lying to our deputies and detectives. Ultimately, he was found to be a liar, and we found the gun that he tried to hide, and they did a phenomenal job investigating this case, which resulted in a conviction. The victim in this case lived for 1.5 years before she died, and he was charged with homicide. He's now looking at 25 years in prison.
Hill was convicted of second-degree murder and aggravated battery. Palm Coast City Council meetings are happening today and tomorrow.
Palm Coast City Council is holding its business meeting this morning at 9 a.m. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast, knows about the agenda items.
The City Council will declare October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, and National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The City Council will then make appointments to the Code Enforcement Board and review ordinances covering zoning amendments and annexations.
There will be a final budget hearing on Wednesday, September 20th at 6 p.m.
Public comment will be opened at the beginning and end of the meeting, as well as for each item up for approval. And we encourage the community to come and get involved in their city government.
All meetings take place in the community wing at City Hall at 160 Lake Avenue in Palm Coast. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How do students in the Road to Success program help each other find their way?
You met Kevin yesterday. Kevin works with Kelsey, and Kelsey helped Kevin to find Road to Success. Kelsey said on a recent episode of Flagler Health Matters that she saw several ways that she could go to achieve her goals.
There's more to life than just one pathway for college. Like, I wanted to get into law enforcement when I went in, and I looked more into it because of Rini. And I was like, maybe I want to go to the medical field. And she actually made me want to apply to college.
Kelsey said that while her family did not push college on her, she said that her mother would have helped. Kelsey said that high school didn't help with the path to college either. You can listen to Flagler Health Matters here on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11:30 or on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, we're going to have to meet Rini. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.